Aloha, and thank you for coming back and joining me for Habit 17, which is paint, draw, listen to music. Paint, draw, and listen to music. Okay, so I am going to read the little paragraph or section here, and then I'm going to read these three sections one at a time. Okay? Now, remember that, I know that you can read. I know that there's going to be some habits that you don't need me for, and that's fine. But I do want to be here for you for every single habit, because sometimes I think that, as the person who developed the activity, there are certain things that I'm thinking about when I'm actually, drawing up the activity or developing the activity. And you might not, of course, you're a different person. You might not be thinking of the same thing. And so I want to share with you that perspective. But feel free, that if you want to stop, cut me off, pause, get out, whatever, like, that's cool. And then I hope you don't need me anymore. But like I said, I'd like to be here for you if you do. Okay, so I'm going to read the paragraph, and I haven't prepared prior to this video because I sort of want to struggle through it with you, like we are doing it together. Okay? And I know that I've done it numerous of times, but sometimes you don't remember exactly what you wrote, right? The day that the moment, the time before that you completed the book. So I try purposefully not to prepare. All right. So paint, draw, and listen to music. Each life has a rhythm all its own. Raw, tender emotions come from the heart of another through music, drawings, and paintings. And those emotions speak deeply to that rhythm. Now, I just thought that that was such a beautiful thing for us to remember, right? That each of us has our own rhythm. We play our own music. And raw, tender emotions are what come from the music of our hearts, from the drawings of our hearts, from the paintings of our hearts. And they speak to us and to others. And they really say a lot about our our rhythm, our unique rhythm. Okay? Now let's read this right here. Alrighty. So you're going to name a song that you love listening to and explain how that song makes you feel. Okay? Now, I have so many songs that I love listening to and explain. I'll explain I'm not going to explain how each song makes me feel because we'd be here for forever. But there are some songs that when I listen to I just want to get up and dance. And I'm not going to tell you those songs because those songs will absolutely date me. Although I did tell you my age. I'm just going to tell you. Okay, so Footloose. Some of you guys might not even know what that is, but it was a movie that Kevin Bacon played in, and it just makes you want to get up and dance. Even Whitney Houston's I Want to Dance with Somebody. Gosh, so many songs, but those come to mind. And as you can tell, right? Like, I think you can tell. I even say the song, and I'm all joyful and giddy. I guess because I remember, like hanging out with my husband and like dancing, when those songs come up, because it just does that, So, the whole idea of Habit 17 is to tell you to get into these habits, right? Name a song, then go listen to the song and think about how the song makes you feel, and let that, just even thinking about the song, let alone listening to the song, let it just kind of move you in your own rhythm. Okay. All right. Now let's look at this direction. Okay. What kinds of paintings elicit emotion in you? Do you like nature, people? Do you like abstract paintings? Why? Okay, so this one is hard for me because there's not many paintings that like really move me. Like, I mean, I think there are some like landscaping pictures, or I don't know what you would call them. Not like, I don't even know what you would call them, but like, I guess like silhouettes. I love silhouettes of um like girls and women, just because I think that they're just very beautiful. So I do like that. But when I think about just joy and my rhythm, I think more of music. Music just kind of makes me move and makes me feel, and I can just sit and listen for hours to just different types of music, country, Hawaiian, reggae, pop, blues, and it just makes me feel like really good. But maybe listening to music is not your thing, and maybe just staring at paintings for hours upon hours is something you like to do. Okay, so in this um, on this, I guess, piece of paper, you're going to answer the question: do you like nature in paintings? Do you like people? Do you like abstract paintings? Why? So like, you're trying to find your rhythm by answering these questions, right? And perhaps paintings will do that for you. And I don't know if you can tell, but I'm sort of struggling with like, this section right here, because like I said, paintings don't really move me. Like this section, like I could tell you automatic, and it elicited like a cool rhythm in me, because I just love music, all kinds of music. But this habit is paint, draw, and listen to music. That's for you, like whatever it is that moves you, do it. And not only just do it, but sometimes all you need to do is just think about it, right? When I read this, right, to name a song and explain how it felt, I could automatically write Footloose, or I want to dance with someone, and then I could, write down, it makes me feel giddy, like, just like I can let loose and dance and just go crazy, and it just gives me like a really good feeling. Okay, so if maybe paintings do that for you, then write down, okay, what kind of paintings do that for you, and why? What in it, right? In those types of paintings just do it for you. Okay, the third section. What types of drawings do you enjoy? Okay, now this is referring to like if you like to actually create art. Okay, and every time I see like this kinds of questions, I automatically think of my son, because he always loves to draw trucks, and like he draws it everywhere. From when he was a kid, he would draw it on the walls, in his room. And I remember I had this little cottage at one point, and we had like a little classroom, and he had a room, and I just let him draw whatever he wanted to draw in that room, and he drew all over the walls, and it was mainly trucks. Although he at one point he was drawing flames, fire flames. But anyway, if you like drawing, what do you enjoy? Do you like drawing portraits of people? Do you like drawing nature, animals? And why do those drawings speak to you? And so you're going to answer each of these questions in the provided sections, and hopefully it'll give you some inclination, or maybe some, maybe revelations that you didn't think about, that you hadn't prior thought about, or that you have but you forgot, and this is just giving you some rhythm. Okay, all right, let's read this section here, which says: pick a song to listen to, a painting or drawing to admire, take a deep breath, and pay attention to the kinds of emotions that come over you. Okay? And ask yourself if it's worth it to take time out of your day to listen to a beautiful song or admire a painting. For me, it's definitely worth it to just stop, especially when I'm having a bad day, to just listen to a song that makes me want to chill. Okay? And it's worth it. So if you answer the question, is it worth it? And you say yes, then that means what? What? Yes, it means to do it. If it's worth it, if it brings you joy, if it helps you to feel your rhythm, then this is a habit that you should get into. Paint, draw, and listen to music. It also can help you avoid getting into a bad habit. Okay, so keep that in mind. All right, I hope you enjoyed this habit. And thank you for coming back. Thank you for sticking with me. Thank you for not cutting me off. Thank you for watching to the end. And I will be with you again for habit 18. Thank you and aloha.